As I took the Shinkansen to head to Okayama, I saw a group of tourists taking pictures. They're spending holidays in Japan while Japanese passengers are living a working daily life. It creates a gap between them. So this is a description about the local castle remains. The general for all the landlords called Kobayakawa. It's been like this with his brother Yoshiko Motoharu helped Morita and for the reunification of the entire Chugoku. Let's say we use Chugoku as well for China, but it's not about Chinese China. I love history, culture, and modesty, generally speaking, so I love to travel across the prefectures of Japan. I chose Kyoto to live because of my relatives, but it wasn't the best choice. My favorite holiday-making destinations are Chugoku and Kyushu province, including Hiroshima and Fukuoka prefectures, where I have visited this time too. While I walked around the ruins of Mihara Castle, Japan's nature is tranquil. Even in Tokyo, I feel it after having visited busy streets. Elsewhere in the rest of the world, Japan is the best for an authentic moment of Zen. Well, it's an idea of so-called holiday Japan, not real Japan though. From Mihara Station, I took a local train of the JR Sino Line to Onomichi. Close to the station building, there is a ramen shop, Onomichi Ramen TANI, selling a local culinary gem, Onomichi Ramen noodles. I ordered the daily menu with ramen, fried battered fish, traditional pickles, and the bubble rice, which cost 1,000 yen. Look at the craftsmanship of the staff here. They know how to serve dishes effectively. Onomichi ramen can be served within 3 minutes, including a simple but polite service. I felt much stronger. This is Japan. Despite being so reasonably affordable, the noodles quality was fantastic. While I was living in Japan, I often complained about working harder in Japan, but I knew the reason why they did so. It's a beautiful mindset to spend a life in courtesy and modesty, to know one's place, act, and plan a life. The town of Onomichi faces the Onomichi Strait of the Seto Island Sea. It has developed as a port town since the Heian period, and a modern shipyard was established in Inoshima during the Meiji period. Currently, there are about 20 large and small shipbuilding companies. However, Onomichi has been facing a difficult situation due to a decline in global shipbuilding demand and rise of competitors such as South Korea and China. Now it has become a laid-back town, reminding us of its past prosperity by its townscape itself. There are a lot of abandoned properties, and the atmosphere can be interpreted as non-lively. In my opinion, I took it as a laid-back town with a charm of good old houses, reminding us of past times. I found sea. I saw the sea has been 5 years since I last saw the Onomichi, which reminds me of that time or something like that. Go.
I love Japanese history and culture as mentioned, including the aesthetics of life. Again, I knew them too. That was why I settled in Japan first and could survive for the past decade. But hey, how about people there?
特製餃子お願いします。
何気にガンスです。
こっちはガンスとコーネお願いします。
こっちもガンスください。
こっちもガンスを、はい。ほうれん草炒め、これ卵入る入らない。
砂ずりください。
なんか最初になんかその一品頼んでからのあれなんです。
そうそう、鉄板焼きをいくつか頼んで、最後にお好みを食べる動画鉄板焼きやかな。
As mentioned, I like the way Japanese people think about life. Ikigai, wabi-sabi, or Zen are internationally recognized as the aesthetics of the life there. Certain non-Japanese connoisseurs, Nihonzu, somehow know about Hagakure or Gorinjo, the ancestors' masterpieces on samurai warriors' guidelines. As you may know, Hiroshima represents its okonomiyaki, disputing with its competitor Osaka. Some of them don't like getting robbed of the name okonomiyaki and replaced by Hiroshima-yaki, which sounds like an insult to them.
インドはインドで、まあ屋台とかお察しの通り。
インドはね、行ったことないけど、行ってみたいけど行きたくないんだよな。
あれは
Look at the master's craftsmanship in preparing okonomiyaki. That's why they are proud of okonomiyaki, claiming they have the original ones. As you may feel, Japanese life aesthetics contains their strict craftsmanship or being professional in their occupations.
麺がみんな入るけどね、よろしくお願いします。これはまあうどんさんだからね。
そうなんです。出た。あ、じゃあうどんで。
うどんとそばの。
言ってから尾道行ってうどんのそのお好み焼き食べたんですよ。で麺に関しては大阪にの風月っていうお好み焼き屋があって、でそこがそのモダンの卵麺でシコシコってやってて、で、大阪のお好み
焼き食べても、
はい、
モダン焼きにしないとこう。
はい。
That's why many people refer to Japanese companies as battlefield-ish things. Working overtime, strong bonds with colleagues, lower income but no complaint, being obedient, kaizen, horenso, etc. Wow, that's a kind of show with aesthetics which has been getting weaker due to the current trend of work-life balance reform, hatarachikata kaikaku. But anyway, it'll never mean that Japan has abandoned its aesthetics in general. The master reveals he thinks Japan is the best country for Japanese people.
この瞬間がたまんないです。
これ昔のやり方で、麺を先にやったこれ昔のそのままで。今は主流がキャベツですね。仕事が早い こっちで麺を焼いとって、早いよ、仕事が。俺はちょっと時間かかる。昔のその、
段取りっすよね、これ、本当に。言われないと気づかないんで。
No doubt, they have community, income, friendship, professionalism, and family in Japan.
地元のソウルフードがあるとどうしてもやっぱり安価外せないですよね。何が言いたいかっていう
If someone leaves Japan, they will have to recreate all such things from the start without enough communication or opportunities to be able to talk in the Japanese language. That's a major negativity, as all average people can understand why they should not leave their home country in that sense. And that's why for me, isn't it? I started thinking about leaving Japan because I lost most of them, feeling as if I were trash in a trash bin.
ヘラで食えってやつですかね。
ヘラで食うの難しいんだよ。
After Okonomiyaki, we went out for like another place for the drinking, and I started to think about the past tragedy, what happens here. Looking at like those like streets, they're like reminding me of the past time. Okay, the time has come. Let me explain it to you, why I left Japan. It was before COVID, as I quit my job then, that I felt more anxious about life. I'd been working at an educational institute, such as a school, college, or university. I can't tell exactly where, but it's not so important. The reason was huge stress, toxic colleague conflicts, and working overtime. Literally, I lost my health. During my rehabilitation, I started working as a freelancer by spinning off my academic skills. I did translation, interpretation, tour guide for inbound tourists, SEO writing, content creation, essence marketing, but none of them were satisfactory because of low income and no future perspective on promotion. Japan's society is restricted by many things, so it's key to success to be successful that people should have a certain amount of fortune in advance. Peace upon you, Shanti, Shalom. Having a fortune in advance? It sounds funny, but I realized that I have to pay more to gain more no matter what I do, like an investor, business owner, or house owner. But it was too much for me. Also, I was feeling pressure in society. After the huge trend of inbound tourism, Kyoto, where I'd been, got chaotic. They don't like visitors in general, but over-tourism has swamped entire Kyoto. That was why I felt cautious awareness of coexisting both tourists and residents in the Shinkansen, as I mentioned in the very first part of this episode. Also, there came an even trend of doing something in Japan in terms of doing misconduct, pranks, illegal littering, theft, making noises, etc., that made all residents insane with rage. The story happening everywhere, including Kyoto, and Kyoto got worse at the time. That's the problem of over-tourism, as Kyoto had a weak fundamental industry, and they have to rely on tourism.
I got a seat here. 屋台と富士山。すいません。はい。
But it damages the daily lives of the residents there, including non-Japanese residents, 在留外国人. As a person who gets in touch with the international side of the world, I felt more pressure from Japanese people in Kyoto and elsewhere as I traveled across Japan. All of them, whom I met, have the same opinion to limit the number of non-Japanese people. Also, I had some trouble or uncomfortable experiences with drunken people. Let's talk about it further on the next episode.